You survived through a lot of setbacks. They thought you would never make it, but you did. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all this. When people think you never gonna make it and you end up making it, you shut their mouths. As a matter of fact, you zip it. Cause you know why? If they was in your shoes, they would not make it. I'm being honest with y'all. Cause the people that do y'all a yip yapping, them be the main ones that tell you or claim that you never gonna be nothing or you never gonna make it. Just because you go through a setback doesn't mean it's over. No. It's called redirection, which means you had to go back and retrace your steps. You get what I'm saying? But people like that can never ever survive. You're a survivor. People like them, they won't be able to make it. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody ain't got the same resilient like you got. Some of them would have went through drugs, some of them would have gave up, throwing the towel, and some of them would have took their own self out. Cause you know why? Everybody out here ain't resilient. Everybody out here ain't got that strength. But you, on the other hand, you went through a whole lot of setbacks, obstacles, trials, and tribulations, even personal situations. But guess what? You still made it to the top. You still end up getting that trophy. And they mad because you never gave up. Your resilient will have so many people intimidated, jealous, and envious because they ain't strong like you. They want to be strong like you, but let me tell y'all this. 9 times out of 10, people out here ain't got that same strength like you got. Some of these people mental health ain't like yours. That's why they always walk around here with that dark cloud on top of their head, thinking negative. And you can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their face. Negativity, destruction, self-destruct. And they wonder why you don't want to be around them. You survived through a whole lot of stuff, even betrayal. Your soft friends even turned their back on you. But now, your so-called friends want to be in your face again because you got the trophy. You made it to the top without their support, without their help, and they feel like a fool. Y'all make these people act like fools. But guess what? You didn't do this. They did it. Because they had no business saying, you ain't never gonna make it, but guess what? You're a survivor. Like the song says, you are a survivor. That because you go through setbacks doesn't mean it's over. Doesn't mean life is over. No. That's the start. That's the beginning. People look at you like you the turtle. As a matter of fact, you are the turtle. The turtle always beat the rabbit. I don't care how fast that rabbit is hopping. The turtle takes his time. Slow progress is still progress. But some people out here think slow progress doesn't mean you ain't gonna make it. I don't care how slow it is. I don't care how slow it's going. You still gonna make it. And this is why so many people misjudge you and they look so embarrassed. I'm talking about they finna sit to their stomachs because they would never ever have made it. Like the song Marvin Sapp, never would have made it. They would never have made it. And that ain't no diss, but guess what? Y'all been doubted and been misunderstood for so long. They've been underestimating you for so many years. But now, all them days of being misunderstood is over. You hear me? It's over. They can't do a doggone thing. They can try, but guess what? They're going to get embarrassed because guess what? You, on the other hand, you got work to do. Everybody will put here on this earth to do something, but some people choose to work a 9 to 5 all their life, Some people just choose to be a loser all their life. Some people just choose to be nothing all their lives. But you choose to be something. You are a somebody. One day you might be want to travel the world, get out the state, move to another city. I don't know. Some of you already doing that. But guess what? They could never ever do what you doing. Because they will make up excuses. I ain't got no money and this and that. Ain't nobody supporting me. I don't want to do it. You did it without no support. But on the other hand, as soon as you start getting better and better and better, oh, the support start coming. Every day. When I say every day, these people die at you every single day. But that's what they get for putting their crusty, pooky crackhead lips on you. They're gonna learn not to underestimate people. Somebody could be homeless today and be successful tomorrow. They could be going fast in life and you still can beat them. Because guess what? Life is not about competition. These people in secret competition mode with you and still losing. You may went through a lot of setbacks more than once, but guess what? You still made it to the top. You ain't had to compete with nobody. You didn't get jealous. You clapped when it was their time to win. But guess what? That only lasts a second. Because that type of win they had, it wasn't temporary. No. As a matter of fact, excuse me, it was temporary because guess what? They thought they were going to win forever. But they end up losing. And this is why they're so obsessed with you. This is why they're so pissed off at you because you proved these people wrong without even saying a word to them. You ain't had to say nothing to them. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't even compete with these people. But here they are competing with you, though. So what that tells you, you are the man, fellas. Ladies, you are that woman, and you know it. You got people wake up every day concerned about you. Because like I said, they are low-key inspired by you. But they don't want to give you your flowers. But that's all right. You don't need that validation. You don't need that stinky flowers. You can get flowers from people that you even haven't shook a hand yet. Which means you can get flowers from people that you never ever had met before. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you haven't even stepped a foot in. Your name is being mentioned in states you haven't even been yet or visit yet. Cause you did what I'm saying. This is why they're competing with you. Cause you on a good level. You doing something right. Now, if you weren't doing that right, oh, these people won't be worried about you. Losers don't compete with survivors. As a matter of fact, they compete with winners and survivors. Losers don't compete with losers. Remember that. If you are a survivor watching this and you are a winner, trust and believe me, they're going to compete with you. Because you're doing something with your life. If you was a loser, they would not be concerned about you. You would have so many enemies and haters. But Yahshua himself had haters, so guess what? You still rising. This ain't over. This is just the beginning, y'all. Just remember, you are a survivor. Listen to the song back in 2001, Survivor. You already know who the group is. I ain't finna mention that the group name, but if you remember the song Survivor back in the early 2000s, back in that 106 in Park and TRL days, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, not too many people can go through a lot of setbacks. Not too many people can go from being homeless, losing their car, losing their house, losing friends, betrayal, all that type of stuff. Not everybody can survive through all that, because you know why? Some people ain't got that resilient. It will drive them insane. As a matter of fact, some people will go out here and try to hurt others because of what they feeling. It's called hurt people hurt people. But these people is hurting inside and they try to hurt you. But guess what? You can never ever hurt a winner. Because winners ain't sweating them. Can you dig it? Winners can care less about a loser. Winners can care less about what the clowns doing in the circus over there. The clowns in the circus is so sad and so miserable. They want to bring winners like y'all down, but it ain't gonna happen. They just mad because you survived all the traps they try to put you in. The same trap they put you in, they fell in it with they dumb behinds. Now they in there screaming for help. Don't help these people. Let them sit there and think about what they had done. Because they try to stop you from rising to the top, and you still made it to the top. How embarrassing. They had to get gangs of people. And them same people, they feel sorry for them. As a matter of fact, they feel sorry for ever doubting you. That's why you got random people all of a sudden want to talk to you because they were wrong about you. From listening to another idiot, to another idiot, to another idiot. The miserable little rats, or the miserable little buffoons, the miserable little baby children, aka baby kids. They're over there trying to compete with you and trying to stop your glory. They end up messing up their own glory. As a matter of fact, they ain't never had one because you know why? They never went through what you had been through. And this is why you should never ever underestimate a person because you may never know who they may become later in life. It ain't never too late. I don't care how old they are. It ain't never too late. At least you believed in yourself. At least you didn't go out here and try to follow the crowd. At least you didn't go out here seeking validation. At least you're not out here kissing people's behinds, being people pleaser. You keep it real with yourself. Unlike them, nah, they ain't like you. They want to be like you. They want to talk like you. But like I said, they couldn't even last a second in your shoes. They couldn't even last 24 hours in your shoes. They try to wear the shoes of a champion, of a winner. But they saw the things that you had to go through. Man, these people be crying. They be sitting in the corner crying, rocking, because they won't be able to take it. They used to being easy. They like doing things the easy way. You do things the hard way. And even though you did things the hard way, it made you tough. That's why you at where you at today. You had to lose friends. Some of you had to use fake family members. You would thought the world was against you. Like Tupac, me against the world. You thought the world was against you, but guess what? When you walking on that righteous path, you're going to feel like that. But guess what? Not everybody's against you. That's what the enemy wants y'all to think. But you're going to have losers trying to team up and stop you. But I will say this. They could end up hurting themselves trying to stop you. They ain't ready. Because you know why? They not like you. And they ain't built like you. And they will never ever be like you. So let's remember this before I leave. Remember these words. You are a survivor. You are a winner. You went through a lot of BS, a lot of setbacks, stuff y'all did not even ask for, but guess what? You had to go through it just to get through it. I don't care how many people or how many obstacles and trials and tribulations you had went through. Doggone it, you still made it to the top. You should clap for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You that man, you the woman. As a matter of fact, ladies first. Ladies, you are the woman. Fellas, you are the man. And they see your progress, but they don't want to give you your props. But like I said, you don't care about that validation. You can care less about them because you ain't doing it for them. You're doing it for you. And you're doing it for your children, for the ones that got kids out there. But if your kids grown, pass the torch. Teach them the game. Build a legacy. But yeah, your whole family finna be blessed. Or you finna be blessed. Your kids finna be blessed. Y'all is breaking generational curses out here. Don't ever stop, because every day it's a hustle. Never give up. And most importantly, never listen to the mouths that ain't doing that with their lives. Listen to your thoughts. Good thoughts, not negative thoughts. Good thoughts. Make sure you isolate away from the crowd, the noise, the circus, the clowns, all of that. If they don't speak to you, then oh well, because guess what? Sooner than later, you ain't gonna be around these people. Because you could be around other winners, celebrating. Because winners belong with other winners. Winners belong in the same room. You might not got the trophy yet, but you gonna make it. Mark my freaking words. We all gonna make it. I don't care how tough it look right now. We all gonna make it. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video. God bless you all. Y'all be safe. Remember, we ain't stopping till we get to the top. Happy hump day. And you will see me on the next one. Peace, deuces, adios, and all that. To be continued.